Reyna mains. If Reyna mains in general were the bottom of this barrel we call the Valorant community, then that barrel would have a secret lower compartment hidden behind a shit-covered button that you needed to really dig in to press in order to find the chamber mains.
You are so bad. Wait, do you guys know how likes?
I have a mic.
Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. I'm about to get you.
But I digress. Most chamber mains in 2024 are actually pretty nice. But 2 years ago in 2022, if you were a chamber main back then, I would bet my left nut you were spending more time in Valorant than with your wife and kids. And by wife, I mean the Viper body pillow. And by kids, I mean you forgot your damn meds. But really though, why exactly were Chamber and Reyna mains so insufferable? In my opinion, the main factor was power. Reyna and Chamber both were known for their pub-stomping nature. The difference between them is Chamber was actually a thing in pro play. And why wouldn't he be? You remember how insanely broken Jet's click and dash shenanigans was? This French fuckboy recreated that whole get an angle, get a pick, and get out bullshit that split players love abusing. But let's be real, if that was the only issue, he wouldn't have become such a goddamn menace. No, the real kicker was that pocket guardian he would pull out of his ass anytime he wants. If you weren't a knuckle-dragging troglodyte with the aim of a paraplegic chihuahua, you could quick-scope fools across the map with that thing for free. Even in those sweet, sweet eco rounds, one dinky headshot, and you could dip out with your prized pick before anyone knew what hit him. And his ult was just icing on the cake, which he used to give your dad a prostate exam. Dude had an 80% pick rate in pro play, was the second most picked agent globally. Teams had to use him or just accept the L. Riot let him run rampant for over a year before finally the nerfbat hit. They reworked his teleport so you could only port to one anchor instead of two. Also, once the TP was destroyed, it was actually disabled for the round instead of on a cooldown, which alone was a massive change since the TP was the core issue of Chamber. They also removed the TP activation height and tried to buff it by increasing the range. However, it didn't do quite exactly what Riot was hoping. But the problem was, it didn't stop there. They also slowed down his equip time after using his teleport, which was big problem because they would push you and kill you anyways. They also gutted his traps, and his ultimate got neutered so hard it was shooting more blanks than a broke porn studio. Chamber mains had a dwindling player base, but in patch 8.03, this Duke of Deagle Dorks finally got buffed. The price of each individual headhunter bullet has gone from 150 down to 100, and the fire rate of his ultimate has increased from 0.7 up to 0.9. This might seem small, but the ultimate buff is actually very big, especially when it comes to re-peaking, and the headhunter buff makes him an absolute menace to deal with in the eco rounds. Now the big question is, did Chamber finally find his place? Is he finally balanced? Well, the community is split on this topic. Some people say you can't justify bringing Chamber when someone like Cypher exists, but that doesn't answer whether Chamber is balanced or not. It just means Cypher is fucking busted. The truth of the matter is Chamber is fundamentally different than other Sentinels. Some people might say he doesn't have enough trips, so he only gets one while Cypher gets two, but Chamber's trip can watch a very large area. Like in Bind A short, you will need both of Cypher's trips to watch both flanks, where one of Chamber's is enough. Also, Chamber brings insane economy value, where other Sentinel brings none. He has to be more active and intentional in his usage, and this makes him feel like a duelist in some ways, while he still solidly fills that Sentinel niche. All in all, we have to see how gutted Cypher gets in the next patch to really place Chamber in the tier list. So leave a comment on whether you agree with me that Chamber is finally balanced. If you think he needs more buffs, we can argue below. And if you agree with me that he is in a fine place now, I will still argue with you because I like feeling superior. Anyway, click on this video to learn how to dodge headshots like a champ. Goodbye and fuck you.